Good morning to you all and welcome to our community awareness program this morning. I'm Madam Trafina Bobotu and I'm glad that you are all here today to attend our awareness program. This awareness program is on teacher professional development awareness for parent and guidance, and it's based on play-based learning activity that I designed for young children from preschool to year 2. This presentation is intended to support both educators and parents in fostering children's learning through nature. The aim and objective of this workshop is mainly to support both educator and parent in enhancing children's learning through play-based activities. The objective: by the end of this awareness, participants or parents and guidance will be able to recognize the importance of play-based learning. And also, they learn that children learn different concepts from the play-based learning activity and develop new skills. The overview of this presentation, the lesson which I have designed, I chose a theme. The theme is gardening, and is integrated to 4 learning areas, starting with preschool, kindergarten, year 1, year 2. And the lesson focus on hand-on activity related to the theme gardening. The importance of gardening and play-based learning. Play-based learning offers our young children with rich sensory experiences and also help key skills such as exploring, communication, or language teamwork. Today I'll be sharing my age-appropriate lesson that teachers can use in learning in early childhood settings and that parents and caregivers can also engage with at home. Let's look at the first activity that I designed for the preschool students. The first activity is integrated. It is integrated through the theme gardening. And the first activity for the preschool lesson, the activity for preschool is focused on sensory exploration. We have that lesson have learning intention, success criteria, what the learners will achieve by the end of the lesson. And the lesson is focused mainly on rich sensory experience and also sensory exploration. The children will touch and explore garden items such as soil, leaves, and seeds. They will learn to say simple words. They will learn to say simple words like leaf, flower, dig, and so on. As the children do that activity, it will help build vocabulary and sensory awareness. According to some literatures, and one literature that support this activity is Piaget, Theories of Cognitive Development. It stated that young children learn through direct sensory and motor experience in their environment. They will build vocabulary and communication skills in nature as they describe the object and texture. Okay. The second activity is for the kindergarten children. The kindergarten are 5-year-old children. The activity for the kindergarten, this age group engage in planting seed. On that same theme, gardening, but the activity is different. The activity is the children will do planting seeds. By following simple steps, wrapping soils using leaves and plants, seeds into soils and watering them. The activity will help children to follow planting steps and develop their eye-hand coordination. The skills that the children will learn out of that activity is they will develop their eye-hand coordination and encourage working with peers. They will interact with each other during the activities and promote teamwork. According to French 2004, it stated that kind of hands-on activity enhance scientific thinking, early scientific thinking. For grade 1, year 6 children. For year 1 children, the lesson introduced garden tools. The children will learn garden tools. This is a social study. The learning area is social study. The children will learn the name of the tools that they are using to do the gardening. The lesson introduced garden tools such as watering cans, shovels, and gloves. Children will learn to name these tools and explain their uses. This activity will support children's communication skills and practical skills. As the children do the activity, they will interact with each other. They will develop their communication skills as they interact with each other, talking about the tool, naming the tools. They develop their communication skills and practical knowledge. And the last activity is for the year 2 children. On that same topic, on that same theme, gardening, the lesson for this group will measuring the garden bed using footsteps. They will use not using other things like tape measure or whatever they can use, but they use their foot to measure the garden. They will count and record the length and width, then compare which side is longer or shorter. They compare the size or the length of the garden. This activity will enhance, as the children do the activity, it will enhance children with math skills. According to early childhood research, traces that young children first learn measurement concept like longer, shorter, heavy, light through the informal hand-on activity. During the early years of the student, they did not use the other things to measure the thing, but they used the hand-on activities like using their footstep to measure or handspan before they use ruler as they move on. That's the activity that designed for the year 2 students. We'll come to the resources that I use during the activities, all the activities for kindergarten, preschool, year 1 and year 2. These are the resources: teacher's workbook, exercise books, A4 papers, soils, leaves, waters, hand gloves, watering cans, shovel, pencils, eraser, pen, marker, children, towel, soap, and all this. Through that lesson, I do assessment. I also do assessment to assess whether the learning outcomes or the success criteria are all met. I do an assessment. The assessment is called, there are two assessments that I use. The first assessment is assessment for learning and assessment of learning. Assessment for learning. The assessment for learning is offered during the activity. As we go during the activity, I do assessment of learning. I do the assessment of learning I do after the activity. This is a method I use during the activity. Observing, questioning, group work, positive feedback, monitoring the children while doing the planting process, modeling the children while doing the activity. After the activity, I ask reflective questions based on the lesson. I use checklists assessing children's work, whether they have achieved the success criteria. To conclude, I encourage sharing these activities at home because you parents and caregivers are all face teachers at home, and you play the important role in children's learning and development. Whatever play your child did at home, she or he is not just playing but learning. Now it's question time. Is there any question or comment? Okay, thank you for the comments and questions. Now on behalf of myself, I just want to thank you all for your participation, your time and patience in this short awareness program that I just like to aware you about this the professional development which I designed for the 4 age group in my lesson. Thank you so much for your participation. Thank you.